For a large number of our elderly men and women, survival comes not from the comfort of home, but from the structure of a prison cell. Welcome back to the Global Village. I am your host, Alexis Essiman. In today's episode, we will discuss a dignity issue, a human issue, a growing threat against our elderly community. In a country as wealthy as the United States, thousands of our elderly, those who spend their lives working, raising families, and building the communities you and I live in today, are now involved in the quiet crisis. Millions of adults that are 65 years and older live just one emergency away from the edge. Surviving on less than $30,000 a year, nearly half live on Social Security alone. Most have no retirement, have no savings, and most have no family they can reasonably rely on. While those in Capital City continue to debate policy, more than 40,000 seniors sleep on sidewalks, in shelters, and sometimes these same seniors choose prison over a cold night in a car that doesn't run or under a warm blanket in August at a city park. These are not just statistics. These are our grandparents. These are our neighbors, and possibly, just possibly, our future selves. We are not discussing a housing issue. This is a justice issue. As we unravel the thread that threatens to suffocate our elders, you will find that this is not just a dignity issue. This is a human issue. This is not just an emergency for America. This is a global war on those that came before us. In both the United Kingdom and Japan, the prisons have transformed their typical jail cell into geriatric wards, as their population moves into the twilight of their lives behind cold metal doors. The number of inmates aged 60 and over has more than tripled since the early 2000s, rising to over 5,000 in 2020. Most of these cases concerning our elderly in prison originates from the basic human need to simply secure shelter, meals, and some semblance of care and refuge from a perverse world that has forgotten them. Is there a possible solution to such a serious monopolization of manipulation, where the system profits from aging pain and punishment has become a substitute for care? How do we dismantle a machine that cages the lonely instead of lifting them up? The mechanics of a situation that can systematically count the gray hair on the head of Grandpa while assessing the risk of his age instead of the wisdom in his knowledge is inhumane, and it should be considered illegal, if not morally disgusting. How do we destroy an original policy, the outdated original policy, so that Grandma's knowledge is not tossed away as senility before Alzheimer's has suggested the actual loss? Will there be an escape from a world system that will only guarantee our elders 3 meals a day if we imprison them? Public policy has become a revolving door, where our Social Security safety net has chaotically intertwined itself so that it seems more like a bureaucratic trapdoor than the comfort from harm it was designed to be. So what can we do? So what is the solution for those members of our society that have aged faster than the unraveling of the net that was originally designed to catch and protect them? What do we do with those who need us right now? There is no simple solution. Unfortunately, for some, the solution may turn out to be more confusing and complicated than the problem itself. However, complexity does not mean hopelessness. Across the world, there are micro solutions to this gigantic problem. The solutions are in the form of small communities, tiny villages, co-housing circles, and collective care. In these places, the answer to intentional systematic failure is shared love, shared respect, and shared responsibility. In these co-housing communities, elders live through interdependence rather than institutionalization. Care is not measured by billing codes, but by presence, patience, and proximity. Some operate on a low-cost budget, while others ask for nothing other than participation in the daily chores and activities. Through our research, we found several almost utopian-like communities that seem to operate on love and genuine respect for elders. Please note, these communities are not rated by the Global Village in any particular order or based on any actual fact. The communities we have chosen are simply based on the luminous alternative to isolation, institutionalization, and profit-driven poverty. In the United States, the state of Virginia has a community by the name of Virginia's Elder Spirit. This community blends spiritual growth with shared living. In Pennsylvania, there is a co-housing community by the name of Thistledown Co-Living. It brings low-income seniors together with a sliding scale rent-based arrangement. In California, there's an organization by the name of Billingham Co-housing, now celebrating 25 years of intergenerational collaborative community for more than 33 households. Congratulations, Billingham. Billingham Co-housing states on their website that the heart of our shared community is our common house. Billingham Co-housing states the heart of our shared space is our common house located in the center of our community. Our common house has a large kitchen, dining area, gathering room, and 2 living rooms, 2 guest rooms, a playroom, shared laundry room. They also tell us that they have other shared spaces. These other shared spaces are well-equipped workshop, vegetable garden, a play field, a large room for exercising and other activities. And there's actually a wetland area on the property right next to the orchard. This design allows for both privacy within the individual condos and shared spaces for social interaction. The ongoing goal for Billingham Co-housing is creating a real community while living more lightly on the earth. Wisdom Retreat Center, also in California, has a mission statement, and I quote, "Our vision is to create a space for groups, individuals, and families to immerse themselves in the restorative powers of the forest and to return to their lives in greater harmony with the rhythms of nature." That sounds so beautiful. The Wisdom Retreat Center states, "We are building a place to live. We are building a place to heal. We are building a place to learn. We are a 200-acre developing earth sanctuary and retreat center in the mountains of Northern California. We have had many people live with us for varying periods of time, helping to build structures and maintain the land. We are always open to visitors and potential new community members who resonate with our vision." The next community we will discuss is the Veterans Village Kins Community. That is a mouthful. The Veterans Village Kins Community concept differs just a little from some of the other communities and some of the other models that we will examine today, because it consists of multiple independent family domains. Domains of approximately 2.5 acres of self-sufficient land that is owned by families or individuals. Each area is surrounded by a living fence, which serves as an aesthetic boundary marker rather than an actual barrier. I love that. According to their website, this community is inspired by a series of books called Ringing Cedars of Russia. Next. In Missouri, there's a community going by the name of Alternative Everything. Alternative Everything is an intentional community. According to Alternative Everything, intentional community refers to a group that creates a self-sufficient, cooperative society outside of the mainstream culture that focuses on shared resources, healthy food, alternative economies, and meaningful social connections instead of the conventional structures that our society is based on today. The communities aim to build different, better, livelier experience, with cooperative living and demonstrating alternative values for social change. Key characteristics of Alternative Everything are cooperative culture, sustainability, alternative structures, meaningful connections, so important, and shared purpose. In South Dakota, there are some communities that are still forming. Well, all over the world, there are some communities that are still forming, but we found one in South Dakota we really like. The name of this community is called Co-Living Rapid City. Co-Living Rapid City states they are located in the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota, currently in Rapid City. Co-Living Rapid City's website states, "We know in today's economy that a 2-person income can no longer survive, let alone thrive. We want to join with others to help share the resources and responsibilities of basic living needs and support each other in daily life activities. We are currently looking for housing options and other members to join us in this journey. This is the beginning of our dream to eventually become more of a community with land and housing." That is wonderful. In North Carolina, Pacifica Co-housing is a neighborhood of 47 households established in the year 2001 with a focus on community, diversity, sustainability, and affordability. Pacifica Co-housing states, a co-housing community where residents live in their own homes but share common areas and responsibility. That's our concept. The community welcomes visitors interested in Pacifica co-housing or co-housing in general. The only thing they ask is that you make an appointment and prepare to visit. Elderberry Co-housing Village is in North Carolina. The co-housing village provides comfortable and affordable homes for adults where one can make independent life choices, pursue activities of interest, follow spiritual paths, enjoy the benefits of rural lifestyle, form close and caring relationships, contribute to others, and enjoy life as we age and help others. That's on their website. Elderberry is situated on a 10-acre scenic rural land. It's approximately 30 minutes from Durham, North Carolina. It provides a unique model for adults living simply. Elderberry is a cozy community of 18 individually owned, energy efficient, universally designed homes, mostly duplexes and quadruplexes, I'm told, where members may interact, work on projects, eat together, play together, pursue unique interests and spiritual paths. There is a large common house for cooking, for group meals, exercising, music, dance, crafts, special events, guests, and other activities. It really sounds like a good place. Living Well Eco Village in Franklinville, North Carolina is situated on a 126-acre property. This community has a combination of private and shared spaces, a community garden, a rail trail, which is like a greenway with a nice walking space, neighborhood park, and 53 acres of natural area buffering the creek and river. That sounds so picturesque. The next state we will travel to is in New York. This community is going by the name of the Eco Village at Ithaca. The Eco Village at Ithaca declares on their website, our mission is to promote experimental learning about ways of meeting human needs for shelter, for food, for energy, for livelihood, and social connectiveness that aligns with the long-term health and viability of the earth and all of its inhabitants. Located in a beautiful region of New York's Finger Lake, Eco Village at Ithaca has 3 thriving co-housing neighborhoods. The village features cooperative dining in the common house, a swimming pond, neighborhood community garden, hiking trails, play spaces, 85 energy efficient homes, a common house with 15 apartments. I believe this is the first community we have discussed that actually has apartments as well as sustainable homes. And all of this is in a multi-generational village. That just sounds like the closest thing to any heavenly experience I've read about. Also in New York, the White Hawk Eco Village has a mission statement that, I will quote, we seek to be an affordable, resilient homesteading village. And homesteading village is a little different from some of the other villages that we have discussed. And homesteading simply means that they are able to completely sustain their livelihood and their lifestyle from the property itself. For the most part, at least about 90%. Majority of their food and majority of the things that they do to make money all come from the land, generally speaking. And it says here, we are an affordable, resilient homesteading village focused on sustainability and community. As of the fall 2024, we have 8 open sites. Our membership is currently on pause so that the people that have just come to our community can get acclimated to our process. If you're interested in exploring membership here, please take a moment, join our interest list, and wait for the process to open up again. They actually have a website, and you can just Google their village. The village name again is the White Hawk Eco Village, and on their website they actually have a link you can press to go ahead and sign up for their next open. In Vermont, there is a community by the name of Retribe. Retribe at Northshire has a mission, and their mission is to reawaken the individuals to their connection with themselves, each other, and the earth through nature-based play, community building, healthy living, magic, and mystery. The roots of Retribe are play, health, nature, magic, mystery, and community. It sounds like a lot of fun. In Europe and beyond, there are more upscale arrangements. In Sweden, there's a community in Stockholm area They pair retirees, those in their 70s and up, with those that are about 18 to 25 in that range. They pair them in a 51-unit co-housing complex. Residents commit to weekly shared activities, blending care and companionship with mutual learning. I have to say, this community is one of my favorites. I'd like to see something like this in the US. In France, Ages and Buy houses are small residences all over the country that provide private rooms with a communal living vibe, ushering 24-hour support and communal meals at a minimal cost and a high level of dignity for each client. One of the most innovative ideas we came across was actually in the Netherlands. The name of this organization is, and excuse me if I mispronounce it, but it is, I believe, Humantes of de Winter. This program allows university students to live for free in a nursing home in exchange for 30 hours a month of companionship and support. Over time, these programs have reduced loneliness for elders while providing affordable shelter for our youth. Now that's what I call full circle. No one is left out. No one is left behind. You rarely see a situation where so many people are winning. This is just one small list of some of the more interesting places we can find. There are thousands of communities out there, y'all. If you're interested in any of these communities, feel free to send us an email. We'll help you connect with them. You can also connect with them directly through their websites, a lot of them. And for those that don't have websites, you can find more detailed information about their websites or about their process of entering their community from the FIC resource, which is the Foundation for Intentional Community Resource Center. It's an online center, has so much information. Another website we really liked was the cohousinginstitute.org. That's cohousinginstitute.org. And between these two institutions, we found so many different organizations, a lot more obviously than we were able to tell you about today. We found resources through some of these organizations because some of these organizations actually help their community, even if you don't become a member, even if you don't sign up, even if you don't donate to their cause. So you might want to just find out a little bit more about some of these organizations because you could become a part of them. Just maybe if you want to volunteer, if you want to just become something a little bit more positive in your own community. In conclusion, please remember that it is not just our systems themselves that have grown old. We have grandparents, we have elders, we have neighbors, y'all. And we, in our hurried forgetting, have mistaken fragility for failure and silence for irrelevance. Make no mistake, our elders remember a world before automation and abandonment, before dignity had a price tag and care came with conditions. Their memories are not burdens, they are blueprints. Yes, our policies are tangled and tired and simply outdated, fraying at the seams, knotted in red tape, strangled by budget sheets and the growth charts. Our reforms were written with little respect for our elders and absolutely no concern for their quality of life. It seems those in charge created a situation that screams efficiency while our grandparents are crying for empathy. Our governments were designed to manage things, not to honor people. So don't be afraid and don't be ashamed to reach out and change the world around you. Opportunities for new life, new ways of living, and astronomical growth are everywhere. Waiting for those bold enough to step forward and grab them. So let us rise up. Let us speak out. Let us avoid the silence. Loudly, gently, together. This episode was written and directed by me, Alexis Esimu. I am your host, and we are the Global Village.